Hey everybody, it's Sabrina. Welcome back to my channel. So on Sundays we do Project Life or some type of Ali Edwards project, and I wanted to get back to sharing some bridge projects, and this one I am obsessed with how it turned out. I am so proud of myself, and I love how it came together. So the bridge piece that I had to use in my tray was these transparency film photo strips, and they have been, I didn't even think I was going to be able to use them. I was trying to figure out a way to use them, and I finally thought of using them to document our 4th of July photos over the years. And then this whole project can go in our Project Life album for this year. So I have a total of 4 photos that are going to be kind of the small ones, and then the photo for this year. So I think it's 2019, 20, 21, and 22, I believe. Or no, they start in 2020. Anyways, I have a lot of photos on the left-hand side. I absolutely love all these photos, and so documenting them in the photo strips is going to be perfect. I took the digital brush, so thankful for these memories, and stamped it in the background, and then printed out that background as you saw. And what I'm going to do is adhere the photos to the background, the blue background. And then once I have everything placed down, then I will add in the adhesive for the actual photo strips, and everything will stick down. Now, when I printed this blue paper that I made with the digital stamps, I somehow left a little gap up at the top and the bottom. I thought about stamping like a little something there like fireworks, but in the end I was like, that might distract from the page, so I decided to not do that. And because I decided to not do that, it's going to change my decision on how to use the transparencies, so I will tell you about that when I get there. I decided to fill in the different spots with paper from my stash, paper that I recently organized, so I have it all ready to go. I grabbed 2 sheets of red, and then 1 of blue. And they will work perfect for what I need them for. And I also really love how the red papers really allow everything to kind of pop off the page. And also it helps that in 3 out of the 4 photos, we wound up coordinating in red outfits. We never plan that. I just always tell my family, try to wear something patriotic colors, red or blue or even gray, white. And somehow we wind up coordinating. Like this large photo on the right-hand side from this year, we're all in blues and grays, and we are totally coordinated, not planned, but very cool how that happens. So what I did down at the bottom, because I had that small gap, remember me talking about that? I took the XO paper, flipped it over, and then traced with a line where the gap started. That way my paper strip ended right where the blue paper ended, which also means that I'm going to cut my transparencies, so that way they end where the blue paper ends. And I'm so happy that it happened that way. It was like a happy accident, because it's going to make my project like go the extra level, and I love it. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So for the other bottom section, I did the same trick, flipping it over and drawing with a pencil the size that I needed, and then I was able to adhere it down to the last spot in the little strip. So I should have all of the pieces, and now I can just trim off the extra transparency that I don't need, and I can, like I said, I could have gotten rid of those, but I came up with a really fantastic way to use those scraps. So I will do that in a little bit. First, I'm going to go ahead and bottle the double-sided adhesive tape and adhere down these photo strips. I like to put on as much score tape as I possibly can, so that way these stay. And I've noticed that with score tape, you can't put it like too tight, because then it will almost bow the transparencies. You can see here on the one on the right, I kind of did a space in between the long pieces, so that way it would stop doing the bowing thing. But anyways, enough about the score tape. I am going to peel it up with my eyelet piercer. That started to not work, and so I just used my fingers. Any way I can get this off. And then I can put it over my 2 photo strips. The only thing that I kind of wish that I would have added was the years, and I may go back and find a way to add the years. Like, I know the years, but people may not looking at it. Okay, so I have this really great negative space up at the top of the photo, and I have some large pieces from my stash that I want to use up. Like, I have 2 of these kind of fabric hearts with the really cool design on them, and I could use one on the left and one on the right. So I was thinking maybe I could do that, and I could also use the extra pieces of the film strip and do the same type of design over on the right hand side. So that is what I'm going to do. And that's what got me all excited, you guys. I was so excited when I was like, hey, this will work, and it looks fabulous, and it really ties everything together. And I could also put that really big fabric heart right in the middle because I have that negative space. And so I am just thrilled with this. So I adhered down my pieces of paper, and then now I'm going to add some more score tape and then just trim off whatever I don't need up at the top, because I think I did different sizes for each of these little sections. So that way there is a variance and they don't have to look the same. And then, like I said, just trim them off. The next thing I'm going to do is look for a title piece to put on top of that heart, because I feel like it's just calling for a title piece. So that's why my box is out on the left-hand side. That is my title box from when I reorganized all of my acrylic drawers. I also tried to trim off a piece of the blue paper and wound up slicing the photo. So now the photo has a little bit of a slice in it, but that's okay. Next time I should have just tried to peel it up, instead of slicing the photo. In the box, I found a clear acetate word that says remember. So before I peeled the adhesive off of the fabric, I decided to staple the word first, and that worked out really good. So now I have that large heart and the stapled remember, and I can use the second heart over on the left-hand side along with a little chipboard that says 4th. I have an XOXO that I'm going to add as well. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes when I'm adding different pieces and there's like chipboard on one side, I feel like I have to have chipboard on the other side to balance it. But this time I kind of broke my own rule and decided, you know what? I don't need chipboard on the other side. I did add a little note down at the bottom talking about how these photos are from 4th of July through the years when we are at Oma and Opa's, and I just think it turned out so fantastic. Love this layout, and I hope you guys enjoyed seeing it come together. It's just so great to get projects done using my bridge system.